Good day everybody. This is the first episode in wire bending series. Today's session is about the general principles of wire bending. In order to complete this session, you're going to need a marker, a cutter, a pair of pliers, and of course the wire material. The wire material comes in rolls, so we start with a curved wire. The first step in wire bending is to make the wire straight. The free end of the wire is traumatic. In order to make the wire not traumatic, we do a very small coil at the end. We call this a non-traumatic end. Now we will do a right angle. First, I'm gonna use the squared beak of the plier. And now I'm going to do a right angle, but now using the round end of the plier. Here you see we have two right angles. One is a sharp right angle and the second is a rounded right angle. In order to make an acute angle like this angle and this triangle, first I'm going to do a sharp right angle like this, as you can see. Then I'm going to move the plier slightly away from my first bend and then keep bending the wire to the desired amount. When we do the acute angle, if we don't move the plier away after we have done the right angle and keep bending the wire like this, this is what we get. We will not get a sharp angle, instead we're gonna get two angles. In addition, if after making the right angle you move the plier too much away from the first bend, then by bending the wire, you see this part will not remain straight, it will be bent. That's the importance of moving the plier just slightly away from the first angle. With all the wire bending that we have done so far, you must have noticed that in order to make a bend, we usually use the plier to grip the wire and then we use our finger to bend. So you cannot do the reverse, which means you will not use your hand to grip the wire and then use the plier to bend. You cannot achieve a good bending in this way. For a large soft curve, like the curve in this shape, we usually do not use the pliers. Instead, we use our fingers to shape the wire into a curve. Whenever we have a curved part or a coil, we start by these curvy parts. For example, in this shape, we're going to start by doing the coil. The position of the wire inside the player will determine the size of the coil. Whenever we do a coil, the two arms of the coil are never at the same level again, so either one is above the other or the reverse as in this coil. You see, these two coils are not the same, because here this arm is above this arm, while here this arm is below this arm, and this will be important in the construction of different components of removable appliance. When making different components or figures, we have to put a mark and then bend. When bending different figures of removable appliances, first you have to put the mark and then make a trial bend. So I bend the wire a little and then check to see if the position of my bend is correct or not. So if it is correct, then I can complete my bend with confidence. You can notice that I have put the mark on the line, but I grip the wire just next to the mark that I've done, in order to make sure that when I bend, the wire will lie exactly on the line. It's easy to correct a trial bend if it has been in the wrong position. For example, if I've done this trial bend, then I check and I see that the position of my bend is slightly away from the line, so I can easily sharply bend the wire so it returned straight, and then I can make the bend in the correct position. If I work without making a trial bend, there is a chance of creating notching. For example, if I have made my bend, if I put the plier exactly on the dot and then bend the wire, you can see that the figure does not coincide with the drawing. Then I will have to straighten the wire again, and you can see the notching that occurred here, which is undesirable because it will be a weak point in my wire bending. And then I do the bend in the correct position, but the end result is not that good. You see the notching and the weak point in the wire, and this shows the importance of a trial bend. So in wire bending, first I have to put my mark, and then I need to imagine the direction and position. So I hold the wire just next to the dot and then do my bending. In this way I'm avoiding repetition of bending the wire at the same point, and this will give me a nice looking figure with no weak points. The 5 shapes drawn on this paper will be your assignment for this session. These arrows represent which part to start bending first. This will make it easier for you. Now I will do all of them one by one.